Gene and Dinah, Rosita and Clementina. Now we can't afford it, but your life is something you're selling. And if you get them broke, you can get them all for nothing. So make a round, the Yankees gonna Sparrow take over now.
The Calypso king of the world, the mighty Sparrow, made popular the names Gene and Dinah. But it would be local playwright and actor Tony Hall, while with Lord Street Theatre, to grant the world a glimpse into the lives of George Street's infamous prostitutes with his 1994 award-winning production, Gene and Dinah Speak Their Minds. And in case you missed the real-life stories of the two women, the National Theatre and Arts Company has a treat for you.
And if you catch them broken, you could get them all for nothing. Don't make a row. Yankees gone and Sparrow take over now.
We lost Tony last year, and I think that this is such a significant piece of work that really tells the story of these two, I would say, notorious great women that, you know, Sparrow sang about, and they're real. They're real, and we hear their stories.
Gene was born in 1926 and Dinah more than a decade after.
If you walk down George Street now, you're going to see Lucky Jordan still there. So even from an architectural point of view, even the way the bar was set up and the people sitting outside, you pass down there right now, you're seeing people still carrying on that behavior and keeping the essence of old Trinidad alive. I mean, we have gone down there, the company has gone down there to look at the ruins of Lucky Jordan, look at the people, and they will tell you what it was like, who lived there. Gene used to cook right there, and Dinah lived right next door, so there's a sense of a reality and a history coming together.
Barnes doesn't want to let the cat out of the bag too soon, but her adaptation starts with the two women in the sunset of their lives reflecting on times gone by.
They are real prostitutes who lived on George Street and hung out at bars.
The audience can also expect to be transformed in time.
At that time when we had the American base down here, you know, the prostitutes did well because they got Yankee dollars, as Sparrow says in his Calypso. But the war had just finished and we were giving up the army base. And as he said, they could get it all for nothing now because the Yankees gone.
Our cameras were privileged to catch a rehearsal as the cast prepares for the opening night on March 30th at Queen's Hall.
We are very creative people. We have lovely stories, and it's the best way to tell them.
Barnes calls the National Theatre Company a bold step for the industry. Actors and actresses have paid jobs here at Napa where they work tirelessly to keep the arts alive.
A lot of us who had the passion 30, 40 years ago, we all had to go away, and we had to work in a culture that wasn't ours. It is a fantastic thing for young artists to work in an environment that is theirs. And I think it will grow and really become a landmark for us.
Barnes says her dream is to have the company travel the world, participating in festivals and sharing the unique style of West Indian theatre. Gene and Dinah's story is one of resilience, of two people being placed in tragic life circumstances and making their way out. It's a story of friendship and the gamble of life with so much relevance decades later.
The stories we tell can live in any country. I mean, we're talking about prostitutes, sex workers, right? I mean, that is throughout the world. What made them become that? You know, why did this happen to them? Why did Gene get her arm cut? Why did Dinah lose her eye? They had terrible lives, terrible lives. And when you listen to their stories, you feel their pain. And that's still going on. And when you hear their stories, what has caused their pain is the absence of the male in the culture, in the family, as father, as brother, and I think that is still going on.
It's an opportunity, Barnes says, to sensitize the public.
Jean's mother gives her up. She has no history of that. She never had a father. She had children for different men. And that story is still occurring. So if we are questioning who we are and how we live in our society, we have to look at these stories and we have a responsibility to change it.
She believes in the significance of theatre, having seen it reform prisoners, give comfort to others, and even change a people. In the coming days, we will bring you more backstage interviews with leading acts Jean and Dinah. But make no mistake, this is a production you don't want to miss. So mark that date on your calendar, March 30th at Queen's Hall. Tickets are priced at $80 at the box office. Urvashi Tiwari Rupnarine, TV6 News.